started Darkness Reborn the last time, and I found out exactly why it was called that because I went to a very dark place. After that, I decided to go ahead and give up on Purgatory and face the boss, beat it. Then we continued to the present, and Yakumo is joining the fight. We're here right now in chapter 19, Ebon Wings. I'm about to get this started. This is going to be the final episode in this series, and I'm about to be closing this thing out once I get this thing done. So I'm looking around, don't really see anything as far as chests and all that. Just running forward. We're getting met with the elevator. A hella big elevator, by the way. This thing's big enough to carry tanks and all that. But we finally got up to the next level. Have a singular demon that's waiting for us. I don't know why they're underestimating Yakumo right here, but this man is a savage by now. We just took care of that one fiend. I need to go ahead and see what else I can unlock as far as weapon skills. I'm in the Magasuhi, trying to see if I can unlock one of these or if I should at all. I'm thinking I might want to save some of these points, but then Tremorous Pummel is kind of hard not to get right now, especially since it is the cheapest one. I'm just going to be continuing forward. Whole bunch of blood stains everywhere. And we have to face two more fiends. Knocking this one in the air. Didn't really take too long to finish that thing off. Now I'm continuing on to this one. Just knocked it into the wall. And I'm about to finish it off right here. And it got. Now I'm running towards the back. I was here with Ryu the last time, and I'm about to take on the Purgatory again. This time I'm going to be picking Realm of Hell, like I did the last time actually. But let's just go ahead and get this started. Now that I'm here, I just need to buy some elixirs since I'm pretty sure that I'm out of them. Going to item supply. Going to be buying some divine life elixirs and regular life elixirs. Got it all filled up.
Alright, back to it.
Heading out of the shrine. And I'm going to be getting this thing started. This is going to be the first wave. We're bringing in hella fiends. Alright, instantly had about 20% life taken off already. Now I'm continuing on with this fight. I'm going to be Azuna dropping this fiend. Charging up an attack. Getting these two fiends. That one got. I'm on the wall right now trying to get away from the horde. Or at least trying. I'm getting hit a little bit. I need to heal. Trying to single out a single fiend wasn't all that easy. After that, I ran into a bunch of issues in trying to complete this thing for hours actually. Had basically the same thing happen, except for this time I had this giant fiend right here boxing me into the corner. I can't get out. It's just attacking me to death. And that's basically how my entire experience went this time as well. I decided to go ahead and give up after a little bit since I really wasn't seeing myself passing that thing in a reasonable amount of time. Like I said, I mean, like I could spend a few days trying to beat that thing, but I have a game to finish. Gotta move on. Don't really have a lot of life elixirs on me. I'm bird flipping all the way to the top. Now that I'm here, basically following the same path that Ryu did. In terms of level design variation, there really isn't a lot of it from what I've seen. It's basically in the same areas every single time, and mostly everything looks the same. I basically took care of one fiend. There's one more left. Using my last divine life elixir, just as Zuna drops that thing onto the ground. Now I'm finishing it off. Just unlocked another weapon skill, trying to see if there is some sort of chest here. Glad I checked. Got something. A little life elixir. Better than nothing. That's all I can say about that. Now I'm going to be running ahead, trying to see if there's anything on this side. There's nothing. Going to be bird flipping again. Instantly see another chest. Might as well just open it up. And I got myself a divine life elixir. Going through these doors, there's nothing waiting for us, which is kind of disappointing. Yakumo is strong, you know what I'm saying? Either way, I found myself a shrine. Going to be buying a whole bunch of elixirs here. Got a fair amount of ninja coins, so I'm not really worried about that. Looking at all the missions, I really haven't completed just about most of them. So I'm just going to be leaving those alone and running ahead. There's nothing in this room. Just need to keep running this way, I guess.
So you've come, Raven.
Back off, Hayabusa. The Dark Dragon is mine.
If you truly think you have what it takes to slay the Dark Dragon, prove it.
And this is it. This is going to be one of the premier boss fights in the game that I've been waiting for, which is the fight against Ryu. It's ninja versus ninja. Can't get better than this. But then I instantly got killed, so that really wasn't all that great. I died for a little bit. About an hour or so, just to be honest. But here is my final attempt at this thing. Going to be putting Ryu into an Azuna drop. Just use a small elixir just in case. Just keeping a distance and trying to see what he does is basically my strategy. I'm not trying to stay too close to the guy since he can take me out instantly. Literally. It's like one-hit kills he could do. He just got me with a few hits right there. I'm chucking shurikens at the man. He doesn't know how to handle it. Got close when I seen the exclamation point, so I can break his guard and go into a combo, which I'm doing right here. Did it twice. Tried to put him into an Azuna drop, but Yakumo tried to kick him to the ground instead. Broke his guard for a third time. And he blocked the Azuna drop one more time. This time I'm using Blood Raven attack so I can complete the combo, since he would break out of it pretty fast. That is one way to actually keep your combo going. Breaking his guard again. Well, let's try this one more time. This is the second life bar. He's going to be jumping into the middle. and using Nimpo. Just dodged all the fireballs. Gonna be dodging that thing too. I don't know what that thing's called, but some sort of dark void thing. Chucking shurikens at the main game, doing basically the same thing I did in the first half of the fight, which is wait for the exclamation point, dash towards him, and then start doing a whole bunch of damage. Right here, just knocked him out of the Nimpo stance. Just because I was close enough, half the heal right there though. Music's getting a little bit filthy right now, so I'm enjoying the music while I'm beating down Ryu. It's almost over. Just gotta keep chucking shurikens at the man, avoiding his Nimpo. I'm closing in on him. Need to break his guard, but I kind of messed up the timing. So I got back up again and heal. Kind of overdid it and used way too many life elixirs, but I'm not really too worried about that. Just gonna keep attacking him. He's almost got now. Just gotta be patient. I've learned with a couple of my attempts, if I wasn't patient enough, then he'll just get me with that one attack and he's over. Look at that. I have myself a full meter. I'm gonna be using this attack. Took out the rest of his life bar, and that's it.
Yakumo.
A parting gift from Sayori, the jewel of the Dark Dragon. Dark Dragon Blade. The blade of legend harnessing the power of the cursed worm itself. Blackened rain beckons our bloodline's amends through the death of his priestess. Must the dragon be cleansed? In the hands of a Raven Clan ninja, it has the power to purify the dragon once and for all. Now go. Dark Dragon's fate and Sayori's will are in your hands.
Looks like we got ourselves a new weapon, Dark Dragon Blade, a sword of immense evil, said to be forged from the bones of the Dark Dragon. Although once destroyed by Ryu Hayabusa, it just goes into the history of this sword, and that is going to be the strongest weapon we're going to be getting in the game. The only bad thing is that we're getting it in Chapter 19 and not early. Glad to have it though. Just taking a few practice swings. Trying to see what it does. Gonna continue up the stairs and just run the rest of the way. Now that I'm up here, it's telling me about base form and what I can do with it. And also how to equip the Dragon Blade, which is pretty useful since I don't know how to do it yet. And it's also telling me about the Shadow Gleam form, which is essentially the same as Ryu's. So that's a good thing. We're basically Ryu, but with Yakumo. Just zoom dropping every single fiend I'm seeing. Going into an ultimate attack. Just took that fiend out, going on to this one. and continuing with this fight. I am liking the music in this last chapter. They have it going on. Need to get over on this side, I'm thinking. That's where we need to go. Just gonna be jumping over here, dashing a little bit. Before I start grappling and all that, just had to parry that attack, knock the fiend off the edge, and that was the end of the fight. Alright, we're here now. Don't know where else to go. Maybe ride these winds, I'm thinking. Exactly what we're doing. Again, that's it for that one, I'm thinking. But there's a giant freaking fiend up here. I didn't even see that one. It was just hiding in the corner or something like that, poking his head out, saying, "Do you see me now?" Just parried that attack. Didn't really do much with it though. Have to block most of these attacks. I really was trying to attack that thing, not this fiend. It's whatever. Didn't even have enough meter. Now it's time to finish this thing off. Use another divine life elixir. Hoping to see another shrine. That'll be good. Alright, now that I'm up here, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to run on the wall, grapple on here, do the same thing. Well, I tried, but then I fell off. You know, it happens sometimes. Either way, where am I going to be going now? And saying it's this direction. Hoping not to hit anything. Glad I made. Ah, damn. Just when I said I was glad I didn't hit anything, I started bumping into stuff. I'm on this platform now. And I finally found myself another shrine. This must be before another boss fight. So I'm going to be buying all the life elixirs again and continuing on after this. Or maybe I should just accept all the missions anyway, since it's kind of bothering me a little bit. So I'm accepting everything. There it is. Maybe it's OCD. I don't know how to explain it. Running on the wall one more time. Now I'm over here. And I found myself another chest. It's giving me some phantasmal herb. Gonna be bird flipping again. And bird flipping. And bird flipping. Be lying if I said this thing wasn't intimidating. Just gotta avoid. Well, I was trying to avoid its flame, but then I got hit by them and then fell off the edge. So that was cool. You know, exactly what I planned. Just broke its guard, just stepping in to do a little bit of damage, even though I suffered a whole bunch of damage. I have to use one of these life elixirs. Did not back up fast enough. So I lost more life. And that thing is almost down by 50%. So at least I'm causing some sort of damage. it's not like I'm doing enough on my first attempt. This is my first attempt, so the likelihood of dying is like 95%. We'll just fell off the edge again. They made it real easy to fall off the edge on this thing. I got blasted by some sort of laser beam and died. So that was cool. Again, let me just go ahead and fight this dragon one more time after dying once. This is going to be my second attempt. And in this attempt, I'm deciding to use the death box. And it's making this fight a whole lot easier since I don't have to get close to this thing. It's not like I'm close to this thing most of the fight anyways. So with this weapon, I'm able to actually tag this thing when it reappears and then possibly break his guard too, but I didn't really time it correctly that time. Alright, I actually dodged out of the way this time successfully. Chucking shurikens. Need to go ahead, do that. Just broke his guard right on time. Didn't really give me enough for more than one attack. Except for now. Got dizzy for a little bit. It's going to be kind of a boring fight at this point. I'm going to be doing essentially the same thing until its life bar is gone. Well, I accidentally fell off the edge again. I swear I'm not really trying to do that, just half to tell it. It's a small little platform that they're giving. At least it is. Well, seems that way. Alright, it's back up again. Time that thing correctly. And I'm getting all this time to do this. Going to be the second part of the fight. Just need to fly up, I'm thinking. Well, that thing broke through the building. Not really given a lot of space here to move around. Maybe a couple of platforms in general. As you can see, there are little red dots on the left and right. In this stage of the fight, I didn't really use those. I'm just going to be focusing on attacking, which was my biggest mistake. Tried to blast that thing, didn't have enough time. Now, I finally decided to use the other platforms since I was forced to do it. But this guy's attack is doing a ton of damage right now. Didn't really have anything to grapple onto on that side.
Too slow.
Now this thing is off in the distance. I'm just going to be blasting this thing with a whole bunch of shurikens again. And it reappeared again. I was not ready. Got hit by the entire attack and took the full impact of it. Just had to dodge out that one, have to jump onto this platform. Well, I need to use some divine life elixirs and a regular life elixir. I almost lost the entire match with that one. This thing is close to being done though. With this being my first time fighting this black dragon, I think I'm doing alright. Trying to dodge out of the electrical blast, I just didn't dodge out of everything. As you can see with the death box, it's really not that bad. You just gotta keep on tagging them. Jumping over here, which was a good thing since that thing destroyed the platform. Alright, just trying to do another special attack. Just broke his guard at the right time. Doing as much damage as I can with the time that I got. And it's almost over. Well, I do have to use one more Divine Life Elixir. Start doing that bite attack again, which I haven't really gotten too used to. But that'll be it. We actually beat the Black Dragon. Because I spoke too soon, because this thing took Yakumo's form and it's looked crazy as hell.
This ends here.
Alright, let's see what we can do against this Black Dragon. Alright, well, that did a whole bunch of... That'll be it. Didn't really last too long in my first attempt, nor the 15-20 attempts after that, since it took me a few hours to beat this thing. And the trick for me would be to actually move around. Attack when I see the exclamation point, pretty much what I did with Ryu, except I'm going to be staying away from this guy a lot more, since he does have a lot of attacks that can do a whole bunch of damage. Just put him in another Zuna drop. And since I did do a parry, it gave me a blood orb, which lets me do an ultimate attack on the Black Dragon when it's down the ground. So that's the only time I actually let you do that. Breaking its guard again. This time it denied me the opportunity to use a Zuna drop. This is going to be the second part of the fight. In this part of the fight, you're going to have to watch out for that laser beam. I usually get in close, move around the laser beam, then try to break his guard that way. Now I'm putting this guy in another Zuna drop. Was kind of slow in getting that last attack in there. Now this attack is going to be hard to avoid. Usually goes round and around. I really haven't figured out a perfect way except to get close enough. And then, well, I almost got him. I should have just jumped in the air and then got him with a clean dash attack, but I didn't really have a chance to do that. Starting to use some of my potions for health. This one actually gives me more health as the fight goes on. Just coming in again, breaking his guard, doing the same thing. Now I had to dodge out of the way since it was trying to put me in a Zuna drop, which is not the thing to actually get caught by. It does hell of damage. And so when you are getting hit up in the air, you can press dash at the right time and you'll actually get out of it. Need to use another one of these potions. this guy still has over half a life bar. I'm just trying to take some time and pick some good opportunities to get in there to do exactly this. It's basically the only thing I have going for me. As far as parrying, I haven't really perfected parrying in this game to that degree to rely on it. Sometimes when there is an opportunity that's good enough for me, I'll take it. Just moving around, getting closer to this thing. Doing a little bit of damage every single time. With this attack, when he chucks his sword and all that stuff like that, I usually dodge like the first one and then block the other two, or block the last one. This is going to be close to the end of the fight. Just to parry, capitalize on it. Well, try to. Actually got out of that. Alright, this is exactly what I need right here to be finishing this fight with one of these Blood Raven special attacks. That's it.
Put her there, partner. Wait! The soul of the Dark Dragon is inside of me.
Yakumo, please.
Yakumo, come in! Oh, please tell me you're alright.
Yeah. It's done.
Okay, the mission parameters. Right, Yakumo? Ready to roll?
I'm on it.
We have finally reached the end of the game. Overall, the experience I had on this game has been mixed. There has been times where I got hella frustrated with the game, as in with the purgatory and all that stuff like that, where I found that the difficulty level was a little bit too much. It really wasn't going to be easy for me to complete that thing unless I spent like, what, a few days on it or something like that to totally understand the mechanics of the game perfectly enough to be able to accomplish that. As far as my first attempt on this game, I'm feeling like I did as good as I can do, especially after coming back to Ninja Gaiden after a few years of it being the hiatus. As far as like games go, because the last one that got released that I played was Ninja Gaiden Yaiba. I know how some people feel about it, but I like the game. It was a fun one, and I like this one to a degree. I'm hoping that Team Ninja works on the next sequel. That'll be cool. If you enjoyed this series, you can't leave the channel a like, subscribe, and even slapping the notification bell. I want to thank you and everyone that subscribed to the channel. Until next time, hope you all have a good one. Peace.